Hey everyone, I've been meaning to make this video for quite a while, and if I'm speaking quickly it's because I'm expecting some workers to work on what's going on behind me. We're in the middle of redoing our bathroom, or at least that half of the bathroom, and I will promise to take you on a revised closet and bathroom tour when the work is all done. And I don't know if you can see it, my toilet is actually sitting in what is my shower stall right now. So plumber's on the way to connect all the new stuff. You're not interested in that, so let's get right to it. Those of you who follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I think I've even mentioned it here on YouTube, know that I've been searching for something to replace my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I love it. I love my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I have no complaints except for I noticed that when I stopped wearing it consistently, I also stopped breaking out consistently. So I've been trying to find something that has the same kind of coverage, same kind of length of wear, that doesn't cause me to break out. So I've been bitching and moaning on Facebook and Twitter, and thanks to you, my lovely viewers, I found what I think is my next favorite foundation. So I was complaining, and not complaining, I was venting, and one subscriber in particular, Effie, her username is EffieKins34. She does make videos, and everything will be in the description box down there, but she told me that her sister-in-law is a medical esthetician, and she swears by this line called Dermaquest. Dermaquest Skin Therapy. They make a line of makeup called Dermaminerals. It looks like this. Anyway, she told me that not only is it a great coverage and all the stuff that I'm looking for, it's actually good for your skin. So I went on a hunt, and I went on Google, and I couldn't find anywhere near me that that sold it. So I called the company and told them what I was looking for and asked if they could send me some samples, or how could I figure out exactly what color I was on their skin chart. And we got to talking, and it came up that I found them because of my connection with YouTube, and they thought that was kind of interesting, and so they offered to send me a full-size tube of the stuff, which was very kind of them. And let me just add that I have since developed kind of a relationship with the company, and you'll be hearing about them more in videos to come. But I'm really impressed by the enthusiasm that everyone I have spoken to in the company has for their company and the products that they sell, and just how kind they are. And I can talk, I'm a talker, and I think I've been on the phone for over an hour with everyone that I spoke to throughout this process, and they just let me babble and answered all my questions and never made me feel like I was asking anything stupid, or that I didn't feel rushed, obviously, when I was speaking to them. So just, you gotta reward kindness when you see it, and that, it's great that their product is wonderful, but the fact that the people that work there are really awesome too is kind of a bonus, and you don't always get that kind of customer service. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So anyway, they recommended to me and Effie and her sister-in-law Jessica, who also makes videos, and I'll put those down there too. This is the line. It's called Dermaquest Skin Therapy. I'll do it sideways. There's a bit of a glare. And it's breathable coverage, SPF 30 mineral foundation. Now, I have dry skin, and I've never been able to wear the loose mineral powder makeup because it just flakes on me and it looks disgusting. This is interesting in that it's a liquid mineral foundation. It has an SPF 30, which I'm fairly certain is unique to liquid mineral makeup, that most, or none, if I'm correct, do not have the SPF factor. So I do wear an SPF in my skincare, but it's nice, always nice, especially in Texas where I live, to have another layer of SPF. Just a couple little things that I will tell you that I like about it. It is long wearing. For me, I found it lasts all day long, all whatever, 16 hours, however long I have it. It's buildable. They don't test on animals. It's paraben free, talc free. Ooh, you know what? I was gonna write all this down. It's free of all this stuff we're not supposed to want on our skin. And it does have titanium oxide and zinc oxide in it. I'm just reading the back of the package. If you want to get all the details, I'll link, of course, the website. You don't want to listen to me babble. I have very intelligent viewers, so I know that if you want to know more, you can just click on their link and get all the product information. No parabens. I know that. That's a good one for those of you that's an issue or something important to you. It does not have parabens. It does come in quite a few colors. I'm using the 3N, which I thought was too yellow for me, but actually I think it works just fine. It's neutral, so it really blends in pretty well. And it's funny, I didn't tell you all that I was using a new foundation, but when I switched over to it, I did get quite a few comments, way more than usual, saying how good my skin looked. I looked glowing, I looked rested, and it's this stuff. And the last thing that I want to talk about this foundation that I didn't realize until I started using it and then read about it a little bit more on the website and talked to their educator is that it's not just a foundation, it actually has stuff in it to treat your skin. There's all kinds of fancy words that I will stumble on, so I won't use them, but it has some sort of, some high-grade vitamin C delivery system that's in here, as well as some other interesting, not chemicals, but interesting products that not just make you look good, but treat your skin. And I have to say that before I switched my skincare to their line, I was using the foundation, and I've noticed that my skin is definitely improved in texture and tone, and I guess it's the foundation because nothing else had changed at that point. So aren't I great at telling you all about this? All of the information you need, I'm not giving you. But the one negative, if there is a negative, is it's expensive. It's $55. It's not a huge tube. It's 1 fluid ounce. Although I will say a little goes a long way, and if you stick around, you can watch I'll show you how I apply it. So $55 is hefty. I mean, that's like a Chanel foundation. I will say you're getting kind of 2 for the price of 1 because you're getting your skin treatment and your skin foundation. But I will say that if you Google it on the internet, you can find it in a variety of places. Another negative is that in-store retailers are hard to find. They are kind of a growing company, and they're mostly sold through medical spas and medical estheticians, and so you can't just walk in and find someone to test the product. So I know Derm Store carries it, a bunch of e-retailers carry this stuff, and you might be able to get a little more information as far as pricing, and because it'll vary if you don't go directly through DermaQuest or one of their licensed retailers. Of course, the price will vary. So that's the negative. It is a little expensive, but for me, I feel like if you've been watching me for a long time, you know I like to splurge on my foundations. It's the foundation of your makeup. So if the base of your makeup doesn't look right, it doesn't really matter what you put on top. So I do tend to splurge on my foundation and then use cheap stuff all over the rest of my face. I guess that evens out the cost. But anyway, if you stay tuned, you'll see me apply it with my completely naked face, which could be scary. So if you're eating, set that down, stay tuned, and I'll be back in a second to summarize. So hang on. Okay, so welcome to the application portion of this video. So my skin is clean, and I did all my skincare stuff, which is a whole new video because it's a whole nother skincare line that I've been using, and it is by the same company that makes the foundation, but I'm going to make that a whole nother video because there's so much to talk about. Anyway, so I have all my serums and creams and goop on, and just so you can see what my skin looks like, I still have a little bit of, I guess you call it scarring, although I consider scarring like when it's pitted, but red marks left from old acne. And then this is a bug bite that I picked at. Thank you, Florida No-See-Ums. Love you so much. But other than that, I have not had any breakouts in almost a month. So that's exciting, and things are starting to fade. So this is all good. Skincare's working great. But this is what I'm pointing all this out. Bosley's here. He's off camera, but he's making his presence known. Just so you can see what I'm trying to cover up. And so that's what we got going. And no concealer or no foundation is going to completely mask everything unless you're using like the Vichy Derma Blend or the Estee Lauder Max Cover, but I want my skin to look like skin. So anyway, Bosley, really? Move. So this is the stuff, and mine's a tester, but I assume that it would look like this regardless of, and it has this nice little pump, which of course I made a mess. And I always pump it out onto the back of my hand. And I don't even think you have to shake it. Nope. It's the directions say to apply with a foundation brush for flawless coverage. And I always have. I'm kind of partial. So that's one pump. I'm partial to the brush myself. So that's the goo. It's a tiny bit too yellow for me. But I make it work. And so what I like to do, I do a couple of things. I'm not consistent at all with how I either dip the brush in and then dot it all over my face, or take my finger, dot it all over my face. So I'm gonna do that just to make sure. No, you know what? I'll dot it all over my face. So I just take my stippling brush. It can be any kind of foundation brush. It doesn't have to be a stippling brush. And then I just start putting it in, kind of dabbing and rubbing. Dabbing first, just to make sure I get it everywhere. Down the neck. And then we can, well, make sure you do this, especially if you're older. Do that so you can get in the little lines in your face, if you are so lucky as to have them. I get a little on my eyes. There's still a little tiny left there. A little on my eyes, whatever's left on my brush. I don't actually place it there. I would say it's a light to medium coverage. It is buildable. There's not a lot of slip. You're not going to get that. I don't know that there's silicone. You know, never looked to see if there's silicones in here. But so it's not as slippery as some. So the reality is, can you still see my stuff? Yeah. Now granted, I haven't put any concealer on, anything like that. I can do another layer if you want, like a little half pump that I put directly on the spots that I'm not all that happy with. And I just pat with my finger. But really, that's what concealer's for. You have to ask yourself, what is the purpose of the product? And foundation is not a concealer. It is to even your skin tone and to mask some imperfections, but obviously it's not going to get them all. It doesn't get cakey, which I love. And I like that you can still see my skin underneath. I know the lighting's a little weird, and I forgot to address the studs behind me. We're in the middle of redoing our bathroom, so I took a break from, I'm filming before the workers get here today. So hopefully the next time we're together, there will be a wall behind me. So anyway, I have some left over. I really don't need. I'll just kind of. Anyway, I also like to go over this with the buffing brush. It's not necessary, but I really feel like it really gets it in there. Now something, so there it is. I'll discuss all the other fun stuff that I like about this after the application, but I just wanted y'all to see. That's what it looks like without any concealer, powder. I'm trying to get in close. Not too close, I don't want to scare you. But there you go, and it still feels like skin. You don't see any cakiness on the skin. You can still see like my skin tone, my freckles, but if I sit back a little, there it is. So I'll be back with a fully made up face, and we can talk some more. Be right back. All right, so I guess you've survived watching me put on my makeup from start to finish as far as skin is concerned. Of course, since then I've put on, what have I put on? I put on, you know what I put on today, which was kind of cool, as blush only and contour. I did a 2-in-1. I did the sleek contour. I tried this shade, and I think I kind of like how it looks. And then I just did a little highlighter on top. Eyes, I did the Knock on Wood trio from Wet n Wild, and in my inner corner I did the Wet n Wild single in Sugar, which, oh, it's right here. I haven't cleaned up yet. And it's just a white. I thought I'd stick with the Wet n Wild theme. And then on my lips, I have Jordana lip liner in Petal, and then I topped that, strangely enough, with Revlon Colorburst lipstick in Petal. I don't know, just happened. I just thought it was kind of cool that they have the same name, so I decided to pair them up. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've got going on. So I hope that I'm really curious if those of you who have even heard of this company, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you've tried this product, I want to know what you think. I'm enjoying it. I will say that because it tends to be long wearing on me, it's also very easy to blend with other foundations that you like. So I've been using this with my BB creams that I was raving about. I do love my BB creams, but I found that they didn't last as long as I would have liked. So a little blurb of the BB cream with this has been fun. I've mixed it with tinted moisturizer. I've mixed it with my Maybelline Superstay. So it's a very versatile foundation. So anyway, I hope this was informative. I hope I hope somebody tries this. I really want to know what somebody else thinks besides me. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask. And I apologize for the mess. I gotta just show you this. There's my toilet. They put it in there. Hoping today they put the toilet where it belongs. Can't use it when it's in your shower, by the way. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.